run that back, kid. Yeah. Welcome, gentlemen. You are now entering a space for the middlemen, where we get to centering, giving foresight to this world that we living in. Help you realize the greatness you've been imprisoned in. Come and listen in on how we grow as men. When the brother's on his last, we give air for a second win. When the brother's feeling lost, we show the path within. And all the brothers still at war, we bring Apaches in. 3 well-trained generals at your disposal. CB straightforward from his brass knuckles. Dice cannon introspective, simplify the puzzle. And Bishop Harriet Tubman, the way his vision tunnels. Now that y'all in good hands, let's take a stand. Operate at full capacity and take the land. Become the source so our women don't need helping hands. Reclaim position of our purpose of being a man. Oh nah, run that back, kid. Oh nah, run that back, kid.
Yeah, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Bishop. Welcome back to another episode of Run That Back Podcast.
And this is the homie C. Dot to the B. Deezy.
Dice Cannon in the building.
Hey, Dice, can you raise your volume a little bit? This is
I was gonna say, bro, you got the quality of the tape player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Hey, you remember how like back in the day they would take like the cans and put the rope between the cans?
I say I be chopping.
Yeah,
so I kind of distance it a little bit.
Nah, you good. Yes, sir.
All right, we good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, tonight is the ladies will be asking questions of the fellas, and the fellas, we are going to be answering them. So we do have a special panelist tonight. This is my brother, man, somebody that I got a lot of love, a lot of respect for. We've known each other for a very long time. Like I said, he's like my big brother, man, celebrity photographer, creator of the Booth TV on YouTube. On TikTok. You guys go follow him, please, on both his socials, man. My man, Robert Antonio's in the building.
I was going to say, who's also Lee.
Yes, sir, Revivers.
What's going on, man?
Big Rob.
How y'all doing? Hey.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm just,
Yeah.
So glad you could finally join us.
Yeah. This is my last. This is my last week of free evenings, and then next week, kids come back. It's back to the regular, the regular job and stuff. So yeah, I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and knock this out before my schedule changes back to normal. So
I don't understand why I keep doing it.
So yeah.
We appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to see if I can hear you all a little better. It's like I hear you, but hold on. I can hear you all just.
Hold on, can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's because you old, man. What's the little cone thing y'all used to put in your ear back in the day, Rob?
I'm sitting there like, did this nigga just call me old? Nah, I'm not that old yet.
Yeah, I'm just messing with
you.
Salt
and pepper.
I know it's all good. Listen, I embrace my years of wisdom and knowledge and all my grades. I embrace all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry, bro. Salt and pepper ain't that far behind you.
I love my salt and pepper. Not dying it, not touching it, nothing.
Yeah.
I just rock this all day.
All right, let's get it cracking. We like to highlight dope black businesses, and tonight this episode is brought to you by.
Stop guessing and start making smarter plays with Rob with Key Sports Picks. Get expert, data-driven picks, real-time alerts, and access to a community of serious sports bettors. For a limited time, you can try it with a 7-day free trial and save 20% on your membership. No hype, just insights designed to help you make more informed betting decisions. Ready to get your edge? Ride with Keys. The link in the description. Sign up today and ride with us.
I'm not a gambler, but I will definitely try that. All right, here we go. Let's get it cracking.
Time to open the manual. You ask and we answer.
All right.
Let's get to it.
All right, so can we just establish an order of answering questions real quick? Chris, you're the blunt one. Rob, you're the guest. I'll go, and then Dice, you'll take the rear. Pause, because you're the philosophical one. I'm not as smooth as you, man. So, all right, here we go.
All right.
What you got, Tiki?
I get to go first?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I always want to preface these with I'm asking out of genuine curiosity. I also know that this does not apply to every man, so if it doesn't apply to you, it's perfectly okay to say that. So my question is, why do you think some men seem to accept or even encourage cheating when it comes to their male friends instead of holding them accountable? Why is there often a bro code that protects the behavior rather than challenging it? And if you're someone who does hold your friends accountable, I'd love to hear your perspective too. What do you think makes the difference, and why do you think this culture exists among some men?
Chris, what you got?
Well, this is how I feel. I feel like most of the time it's dudes that's already with somebody, you know what I'm saying? And that's the closest thing they can get to, you know, being around another female by hearing the homeboys' experiences. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm just keeping it real. And then as far as the bro code, it's about, you know, just because if you say something to the woman, you know, snitching on your homeboy to that woman, then y'all gonna have problems. So that's pretty much what I got right there for that.
Mr. Jeffers, what you got?
Straight up.
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh. I don't know if I want to touch this one.
You don't have a choice.
Taking notes just because it's him.
You know what? Okay. All right. To keep it honest, I think it depends on a few factors. It depends on the type of friends that you have. That's number one. I think like if you have whoever your crew is, you know, if you came up being hoes, I can speak freely.
Yes.
If you know what I'm saying? All right. So if you came up being hoes and you know what I'm saying, like, you know, you and your boys was out there wilding. Like I know me and my boys was hoes. Like my two best friends to this day, probably what 35 years or so. We were hoes. We were big time hoes. And so, you know, when you're kind of still in that whole stage, whether it's when you're a young girl or even, you know, as you get older, you know, you don't look at it as anything being wrong. However, when you mature at a certain level, you know, you mature, hopefully. And so, you know, like for me, I turned 50 in July, and me and my You know, I still talk to my boys, uh, you know, every so often. And uh, we used to have this joke when we was younger. We was in high school. There was a comedian that like on Def Comedy Jam or something, and he was talking about being the old nigga in the club. And we always said, you know, you don't want to be the old nigga in the club. You don't want to grow up to be that nigga that, you know what I'm saying, never got a wife or never settled down, and you just now you like 50, 55, 60 and up, and you in a club with a drink in your hand trying to dance with these young girls, and you know, they like, like nigga back up. So it's like, you know, you don't want to be that dude. So I think at a certain level, you know, if these people are your friends, you know, you kind of try to be like, you know, hey, you know, if you got a good woman at home, or you know what I'm saying, like, still, you don't want to mess that up. I think that's more so how guys talk to each other. We hold each other accountable, but we don't hold each other like, we don't, we're not like, you know, hey, don't do that, man, you know, because blah, blah, blah. We more so talk to each other like, yo, don't mess up a good thing at home, because you know if you lose shorty, you're gonna be out here in these streets looking crazy, and you an old ass man now, and nobody gonna want you. So you come up, you know, you make that decision from there. My favorite phrase to everybody is "nigga, you grown." So all I can do is tell you what I think you should do, but at the end of the day, you know you got to make your own decision, and you got to live with those consequences. So that's my
Okay.
answer.
That was perfect.
All right. So I'm gonna just piggyback on what Rob was saying. I do think maturity and the way you see the world comes with age. Uh, I was never one that was okay with certain behaviors solely because of the things I see my mother go through and the way my grandmother taught me. So I would never say anything because the bro code when you're a young man is kind of all you got, right? Like this is your village, this is your clan. You don't want to be exiled because you're speaking your mind. You know what I'm saying? As you get older and you start learning yourself and accepting what's wrong, you have, for lack of better words, your balls grow. You feel me? So you could go to your man and be like, "Yo, you fucking up." You know what I'm saying? And I've done it with two of the homies. Like they like my brothers. You know what I mean? Uh, I, I'm the friend that I don't care if you don't want to be my friend because I'm being honest with you. If I'm not being honest, that means I'm not your friend. All right. I never have been one to accept cheating or cheat. I don't do that. That's not my style. So I have to be around brothers that feel the same way I feel. And I feel like for those men who don't hold their friends accountable, you're not their friend. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Friendship is like it's man. I hate to use this terminology, but it's almost like a wedding. I mean, a marriage. You know what I'm saying? For better, like you my man, you my brother. So I'm not gonna let you mess up because I have your best interests at heart. You feel what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So if I'm doing good, I want you to do good.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I'm sorry, Jonathan. Um, so yeah, no. I'm gonna hold you accountable. I can't be around brothers that do wicked and foul things and not speak up. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't have a lot of. I have a lot of friends. I don't have a lot of homies. Rob
Yeah.
is literally like one of five that I could count right now that I consider my brother. You know what I'm saying? Besides like Dyson Jonathan, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about from back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? You want to kind of be looked at as a part of the crowd. Now, that seems to kind of go into, I would say, maybe high school. And it could even carry into college if you're not really thinking about it and you're not taking into consideration how it affects other people. I don't think that for most men, we don't really run into understanding how cheating affects women until it affects us. Like a sister, a family member, someone close, or you actually got into a relationship with somebody you cared about and then realize how it would affect them. Now, in terms of like how the bro code goes, it depends on the gentleman, like how they operate. Because there's a lot of dudes that has groups of other men that they think these men are stand-up guys, but they don't really know them enough. They're just kind of like chill. They go to the clubs, they do this, they do that, right? And it could tie into what Chris said, where it's like these guys could be coming after your chick, or they could be wanting you to roll with them, get you caught up inside of some stuff. To stop it, I think it's about the men that you have around. If they're holding you accountable, how accountable they're holding you, and if like they're gonna keep up with the circumstance, like themselves. So like if a guy's telling you like, yo, bro, you got a good woman, ABC,
every time, every time,
it might not reflect so well. You know what I mean? So what happened?
Nah, every time you start cooking, man, you be going out, bro.
Every time you be cooking, man, you start freezing. It can't handle you, bro.
This is why we kind of like pulling it away sometimes. Is it the mic or is it the frame?
Nah, it's just like the signal. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But I think that's pretty much. Is there another question that you asked, Tiki, that I didn't answer? I just want to make sure all of them were answered.
No, you answered them all.
Okay. But that's what I got. I don't want to drag it out too long.
Yeah. And let me just say this real quick. For all dudes that are watching this or women, these are our opinions. These are how we feel. You dig what I'm saying? Now, how we feel is set in stone. You might feel some other way. That's okay. But this is how we feel. All right.
And they can always drop their answer in the chat.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think some people's connections are breaking up because there's this couple of people that told me like it turned off and it came back on. I've had like 4 people say that, so it might not have been Dice. It may be the connection.
Okay. All right. So shall we bring the next lady up? And then Tiki, just hang around. If you got another question, then we can bring you back in.
30 questions.
Oh, okay.
She said 30. Yeah.
Here we go. Let's bring.
We're gonna be here all night.
Miss.
Thought it. I didn't say it. I thought it though.
Bing bong. All right, Madavi, you with us?
Yes, I am.
All right.
I don't like the way she said that.
Why you saying that?
I don't like the way she said that. She sounded like she got some fire. She got some fire for the boy. She said that like I've been waiting for this for a long time.
Let's go. All right, y'all ready?
Real quick for Jonathan. So Chris is gonna answer first. Rob is gonna say, "Oh, this is my man Rob. Rob is my man Jonathan." Rob will go next, then me, then Dice, and then you can go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's go. What you
got? Okay. So why do some men focus on how a woman discovered their dishonesty instead of taking responsibility for the behavior that she uncovered?
Well, I mean, I feel like two things. One, when most dudes get caught, you know what I'm saying, it's always some excuse. They're afraid that their woman might leave them for somebody else, or they think their woman might be messing around with somebody else because of it. And then the second one, you know what I'm saying, is just the fact that, you know, they just, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they just, you know, I don't know, man. It's kind of difficult.
Hold on, Chris. Let me make sure that you're understanding what I'm asking.
Okay, repeat the question.
Okay, so my question is, why do some men focus on how a woman discovered their dishonesty instead of taking responsibility for the behavior that she uncovered? So I'm gonna give you an example. So if I find out that I look in your phone, maybe you're in the bathroom, your phone rings, I pick it up, I find out you're talking to another chick. You're more pissed off that I answered your phone than the fact of you've been sleeping with her and misleading her. So you are more mad at me for discovering your dishonesty. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, honestly, when it comes to the phone thing in general, a lot of guys don't want you touching their phones, period. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's ringing.
Hmm.
But I mean, they're more pissed off about you discovering it because I mean they slipped up. There's really no like, you know, complex answer to it. They just slip. They pissed off really at themselves, but they're taking it out on you, really. You know what I'm saying? See,
Correct.
you're a woman, you wouldn't know that, but you know what I'm saying? They're mad at themselves because they got caught slipping. And my thing is this right here. Like, if you're going to go that route, why the fuck would you, you know what I'm saying, have this woman, you know, calling your phone? You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of just giving them a fake number and then just doing it that way. You know what I'm saying? That's not me, but I'm just saying if you're going to go that route, and maybe that's another reason why they pissed off because it was sloppy with it. You know what I mean? So that's my answer for you right there.
Okay.
I go.
Yo, go.
Yeah.
You up next, bro?
All right. Well,
Why you
mature
looking like
man,
that?
a mature man is going to admit he messed up or whatever. He'll take responsibility for his action, and if he values the relationship or whatever, he'll he'll change. Or he'll do what he needs to do to change and attempt to earn their trust back. That's that's if he's a mature man and if he values a relationship. But if he's neither of those, then that's just a Jedi mind trick we play on y'all. Basically, I've done it. So like, and the goal is basically to remove or to remove the take the focus off what we did and put it back on you. So why the fuck was you going through my phone?
Okay. So listen to
Uh-oh.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
I get hello.
Rob,
Yo,
your answer
I'm
made
telling
her freeze.
y'all,
Okay,
yo.
hold
Oh,
on.
there
There
she
she
go.
go.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
let's take the phone equation out and
Yeah.
just
Okay.
public. And some lady walks up,
Uh huh.
hey, I know Rob and he's my man. Blah, blah, blah.
You might want to move around, my
I
love.
know Rob and Rob did what?
And
But Madavi, you breaking up?
Yeah, you breaking up.
Badly.
You got the same service as Dice.
Nah, man, StreamYard just can't handle 5 ill brothers. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Oh no, Madavi.
Listen, I'm just I'm
Come
I-
back,
I'm
come
just
back,
here
come
I'm
back.
just here to give the real answers.
It's all
Okay.
good, man. I mean,
Well,
you basically said the same thing I said. You know what I'm
well,
saying? Dudes,
let me
guys are more upset because you went through the phone in general. So,
yeah, let me answer until Miss Madavi come back. I look at it like this. I've never been in that situation before. I do not mind if my wife, girlfriend, whoever goes through my phone. I don't have nothing to hide because I don't do shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not my style, and I'm not down at anybody who does that. That's you do what you do what you do. So if I have to take a guess, I'm gonna go with Chris and Rob. Yeah, I think it's deflection. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not the fact that I got caught, it's the fact that you invaded my personal space. I think some dudes just do not want to take responsibility for fucking up. You know what I'm saying? For getting caught.
That's
It's an
fact.
it's an ego thing. You know what I'm saying? You know how they say you're not sorry you did it. You're sorry you got caught. It's one of
Sorry, you
those
got
type
caught.
situations.
exactly.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
you got
That's what I'm against. Like I said, me personally, I do not mind. Here you go. Look at it. Whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have shit to hide. So
yeah.
that's me.
Jonathan.
That's yeah. Uh, Mr.
Um,
Dice.
Rob said a
Spit it.
word.
Spit it, Mr.
Rob,
Cannon.
no. Rob said a word that
Me?
was very, very. Yeah,
Oh,
it's you said a. I forgot what word he said. Man, it slipped my mind because everybody was talking. But he said a word that it's a lot of people be trying to evade that, and it be damn it, goddamn, this slipped my mind. Nonetheless, if a man does this, for the most part, it is deflection. Like I agree with the fellas, but the key reason into why they respond like men who do that respond that way is because there's like two sides. One, there's a plan, right? You may fit on a certain side of that plan, right? So let's say, for instance, you're just the girl that the guy's just using till he get to a certain point. He is really mad that he didn't make it to this point, and like you're messing his plan up. So like, however furious the guy acts, that kind of shows you how much you were a part of the plan he was trying to go with. And just like Rob said, if the guy kind of doesn't care or if he's not mature like that, this is just a game.
Yeah, absolutely. Like
he doesn't really care. Childish scenario where it's like, I'm not gonna admit to it, and if I don't admit to it, then it's not real. So you can say whatever you want to say and go about it the way you want to go about it. I'm just not gonna admit to the circumstance. Some people hold on to this idea of admitting like it's power. So they're not gonna admit to it because that relinquishes the power.
Deny.
Yep.
Listen, if I don't buy you the relationship,
I think the phrase that you were looking for was Jedi mind trick.
Mm-hmm.
That Rob said.
Yeah. That's what we do.
She don't mean nothing to me.
Shouldn't have been looking through my phone. You wasn't looking through my phone. You wouldn't see that shit. So that's
some
your
niggas
fault.
some dudes get up out the shower, suds and all to try to get to their phone. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing. Let's
hold on. We gotta let Punisher wait.
Oh yeah, I'm
sorry. Has to answer before we. You know what I mean? Let him get his answer.
Go ahead.
What?
In this sense, y'all all are correct, and we are mad, literally, that you caught us in the act. Two, I think also is as a older man's perspective. I would say some of us do that to see if we still got it, in some sense of like, oh, okay, let me see if I can bag this shorty still, like let me see if I can do that, whatever and stuff. Then we end up getting caught up, and we end up getting caught. Then it's like, oh, damn, I forgot I got a girl.
Yeah, that's that.
You said I forgot I got a girl.
Then there's that deny.
Yeah. Let me answer that. Let me rebuttal to that.
You're right though.
I feel like,
but all y'all senses are correct and stuff. I mean, and when we deflect and it's like, hey, like, nah, you tripping, you whatever, stuff. We're just basically doing what they said. Jedi mind trick. Hey, you shouldn't have been looking through my phone. You shouldn't have been whatever.
Let's
you
not
play
say
stupid games, win stupid prizes. There you go. Sorry. Bye.
I look at it like this, like what you just said, like feeling like, hey, do I still got it? If you're happy with who you're with, you shouldn't feel that way. You feel what I'm saying? Like I feel like
some guys that feel like that, bro. It's primal instinct.
I'm always have it till the day I'm laying in that casket. You feel me? I'm secure with that because I know that I don't gotta go out and test my shit. You know what I'm saying?
There's some guys that are like that, bro. I mean, I'm just saying that, because I mean, it is something that's true.
You want to say?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Madami.
I think she's still stuck.
Just
looking like a beautiful statue.
Like on file.
Nah, but
no. Even on slow, we can't. I want to hear what she has to say.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Might be the signal.
It could be her signal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for the brothers that find themselves in this situation, man, look, just keep it 100, man.
Yo, if she could write it in the chat too, that works. If she could write it in the comments,
put it in the
comments. Yeah, that works too.
That is true.
The experience, you're right. Some men like their ego stroke, but it goes to what Jonathan was saying. Like, hey, yo, let me see if I got it. I laughed at that because I've seen a lot of dudes do that. Like, some of them weren't like messed up dudes. It was just a group of dudes, niggas is talking. You feel me? And one of them, like, yo, bro, let me see if I got it. Does the shit, and then he don't realize what he getting himself into. You know what I'm saying? It goes successful. Bro. he winds up like, oh, we just cool. It's like he's in denial, bro. He's in denial that he went through with the situation. No, we just cool. It's like, bro, I think you should leave that alone. Nah, man, and then he end up in a situation. He makes the choice. Don't get it twisted. Yep. But it started off with this idea, I'm playing around, and it's like, all right, bro, you took it too serious. Yeah, you bugged out.
It's a very dangerous territory to be in.
That's like how like when you're a kid, you put the lighter and you do some shit like this, but then eventually you get burnt.
We do let me see primal instincts too, bro. Like literally, like we do have those primal instincts. That's just like, all right, we need to feed that animal a little bit.
That too. Can't deny that. Can't deny that. That's also a factor.
All right. Real quick before we get to Miss Corey, shout out to Rebecca. Shout out to
Miss Corey.
The Experience. Shout out to I hope I'm saying your name right. If I'm not, I'm sorry. Gachari. Break it down for me. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. Shout out to
Nah, you can't say you desecrated the airways on you.
Shout out to Zona over on Instagram. We also
Big Zona.
We also on the big screen.
I owe him an ass whooping. Yeah, what's up, Zona?
That ass whooping is.
All right. Shall we bring? We'll bring Madavi back real quick. Let's see. Here we go. All right, Madavi, you good?
I'm good. So listen, I just had if you take the cell phone out of the equation and your side chick approached your girl, would you think it the same way?
What you mean? What do you mean?
We're going to take the cell phone out of the equation and just say your girl, she might be in the grocery store or something, and a chick comes up to her with proof that when she leaves, she's coming. She's been in your house. She was there when you did X, Y, and Z. Would you think the same way?
Nope.
Oh, you just gotta take that L. Just bob and weave.
You definitely got that damn L.
I can tell you right now, he's not gonna be pissed at his girl. He's gonna be pissed at their side chick for exposing the whole shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. First of all, I would like to say something real quick. First of all, if you have a girl, not a jump off, if you have a girl,
a woman, let's
a woman.
I don't want a girl.
If you are in a committed relationship,
there you go.
You shouldn't have a side chick. Yeah. Now, with that also being said, if you are in a committed relationship and you have a side chick, you have to understand or you have to accept the fact that this could potentially happen. So, therefore, you just gotta take that L. If you out with your main chick and your side chick roll up on some, you gotta eat that. The chips gotta fall where they may. That's it. I got nothing for that.
I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I can say to a situation like that, for the woman who's listening to this, do not play with this type of scenario. This is a good guy. Don't play with this scenario. This is fire you are messing with. The minute you allow this guy to even know that you want to have a conversation to talk this out, you are putting yourself at a very, very, very terrible standpoint. Don't just leave the situation alone.
Thank you. Don't make excuses. Don't fight. Don't defend. Man, just bounce. Because if it was the other way around, we out of there. Well, I'm out of there. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for every single man, but
some men.
I'm gone. You feel me? So, don't fight over that nigga. Don't fight the girl. You know what I'm saying? Or argue. None of that. Save your peace and get out of it.
Protect your peace. Yeah.
Yes.
And do not come back because once you come back, you want to do the same shit.
Because there's a lot of y'all women at
That
the getting
will
y'all
come back.
back broke, you know what I'm saying, and be addicted to the meat and want to go back and deal with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
For the meat. You feel me? Leave that
Fact.
nigga alone. Go find you somebody else that can, do what they do.
There's plenty of other meat in the market. You feel me? So
Nice.
No,
Nice.
that's real, Chris. That is that.
Nice.
I'm writing that down. It's stolen, but that's
That's the
real.
rapper.
keeping it real.
That shit is real. Straight up.
All right.
Yeah.
Another question. Let's not get
Yeah.
caught up. This is good. This is good.
Miss J disappeared on this week. Oh, there she go. All right. Thank you, Madavi.
Thank you, Madavi.
Thank you. That was a good question.
Appreciate
Miss J, what's happening?
Hey,
What's your question?
Hey,
How are
Corey,
you?
how's it going?
Hey,
it's going. I don't know if that was me breaking up, but I had to come get in the car. I was on the second level in the house, so it could have been bad. My apologies if it was me.
The best place to have a
All
discussion
good,
in
all
the
good.
car.
well,
Okay.
Okay. So first,
She ain't
thank
getting
you
no
guys for
signal in her mansion. Okay, I feel you. Okay.
Excuse me.
thank you for having me on, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Tiki. Okay, so my question, what does a man do? So as men, what do you do differently when you truly value a woman? Not just love her, but you genuinely value her. So what does that behavior look like?
I mean, all the shit that you was doing before, all the females you had in your phone, you know what I'm saying? You pretty much cut them out of your life.
Are
And
y'all there?
then, yeah, can you
Yeah,
hear me?
yeah.
we can hear
Can
you.
you hear us?
Oh no, I didn't hear any. I didn't hear any. I didn't hear an answer to my question.
Oh
No.
no. Chris is answering. Chris is trying to. He's answering now.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can't hear Chris.
What the hell?
He said, "What the hell?"
Yo, back out and come back in, because it's not my end.
She
wait,
can't hear you, Chris.
wait, Bishop, talk. Bishop,
I'm
talk.
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
she hear you?
yeah.
Can you hear Bishop?
I hear everyone talking now.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
Okay,
just
okay, Chris, go ahead.
go ahead, Chris.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I think it might be Chris.
Verizon
yeah, I
coming
don't
to
hear
down.
Chris.
I
I
can
don't
hear you.
know. Maybe I'm too explicit for this question. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, man.
Let's move it around then. We'll come back to Chris.
Okay.
Hold
You
on.
said me?
Yeah.
Um, ironically, I'm kind of going through that now. When you basically
Ralph found
you just
love.
you just you
I need
when
that.
you when you really value the person you're with or in a relationship, you actually got to be some changes made. Shit don't be comfortable, you know. But uh, you listen, you take, you know what I'm saying. You take what they say and and you respect it. You listen to them. If they tell you they're uncomfortable or something, you make the changes you got to make. That shit don't always feel good, but you know what I'm saying. Like when you when you really value somebody, you love somebody. You know what I'm saying. Um, a lot of times, it takes some changes, uh, some voluntary changes, some things you got to do. And I think the best way to know that is just to see if they change. So, for example, if you want to know if your guy really values the relationship or whatever, it should be it should be seen in his actions, not just his words. So if there's something that you're uncomfortable with, and you say, "Hey, babe, I'm uncomfortable with this," um, then you watch to see if he changes it, if he's consistent with that change, um, and stuff like that. I think it's always in actions because as men we go when a man really wants something he goes after it. You know what I'm saying? So just
That's
just
fact.
watch his actions, watch his consistency. This is what I tell all my female friends: watch his watch what he does, watch if he's being consistent in what he's doing, and you know just go from there. know what I'm saying? But you should be able to see it in his actions.
Okay.
That's my answer.
I agree with Rob mostly. I do feel like some dudes do that to play the game, and I don't care if I'm giving away the secrets. Some dudes will play that game. For me, and I only can speak from my personal experience. The reason why I chose my wife to marry my wife is because my guard was dropped. Right,
Mm-hmm.
I never dropped my guard for any other woman. Before I met my wife, I didn't trust women. You know what I'm saying? Mainly because of childhood stuff, being the quote unquote too nice guy getting burnt. You feel me? So my trust in women, it didn't exist. So when I met her, and when I started recognizing her value, was when I was able to drop my guard. When I was able to be emotional. You know what I'm saying? When I was able to tell her things that my closest friends don't even know. You know what I'm saying? And be vulnerable.
Mhm.
That's when you know the value is there. That's how you know you got something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
And
got
I
it.
land.
Yo, can
What
you
I
hear me
would say
now?
is, oh, do you hear Chris now? Chris,
Is
say
Chris
something.
talking?
Can you hear me now?
I cannot hear Chris.
God damn it,
Chris,
Chris.
go out,
All
come
right.
back in, Chris.
All right.
I can hear Chris.
All right, so what I got is I agree with the fellas. I would say vulnerability. That's like the first few steps. But like when you know the guy really values you is sacrifice, right? So like the guy has to be willing to sacrifice something. It's different with different men. So it's like
Mhm.
some women will be able to kind of see it. Men who have money, they're not sacrificing money. It's not anything to them. So they can spend money, they can take you wherever. It don't mean nothing, right? Before a guy who doesn't have money like that, this is considered to be a sacrifice for him if he's willing to spend his last rather than do what he was going to do for it. So like the levels of sacrifice, it all depends on where the man is at inside of his life. But the vulnerability is one of the major key things along with the sacrifice, because most men won't, if they don't care, if they're not valuing, they're not going to make certain sacrifices. We're not willing to either let people go or consider what you're sitting here saying over our own ideas and our own viewpoint of the world. So when a guy lets you into that point where it's like, nah, I see what you're saying. They're taking your word more. They value that more than anything. They value your counseling. Hey, I know you're doing this, but I think maybe you should check this out. The minute a guy starts to follow in your he values you at a different level. That's the thing. When
That
he
is a fact.
inquires, what is it that you want? He no longer thinks about himself. He's more invested in what it is you want. He wants to spend more time focusing on you.
Heavy on that, bro. Heavy
That's
on
where I
That's
that.
land.
good.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Oh, I hear you.
Welcome back.
The Verizon guy over here.
Yo,
You
yes.
didn't say it.
Man,
I don't know, Chris.
so
You didn't say it. You gotta say it.
anyway, motherfucker. Anyway,
Say it,
all
Chris.
right. So 3 things, and I've been through this, right? So one, he's going to delete all the other holes up out of his phone. And when I say holes, I'm talking about easy. You know what I'm saying? Women that
I
know
swear,
about
your
each other,
filter has no
just don't
bounds.
care. He's going to delete all those other females out of his phone. One,
Right.
he's not going to look at any other woman in public or nowhere. He's only going to be paying attention to you. I've been through that, so I'm speaking from experience. And
Okay.
3, he's going to do the things he's usually never done for anybody before. You know what I'm saying? And he's willing to learn from you. He's willing to pay attention to you down to your favorite color.
Mhm.
Trust me.
Yeah. Chris is rough, but he's right. He keep it 100. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Man.
Chris is like a car
Rough and
with
right.
square tires.
Yeah, I got that a couple of weeks ago when I watched
Yeah.
y'all.
Mm.
All right,
Okay.
Punisher.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
try.
let's close it out.
Yeah, all the guys have definitely key points, especially on that.
Can't
That
hear him.
can't hear me now.
I can't hear you.
Hold on.
Jonathan, hey, get the hell out and come back in, bro.
Oh.
Nobody told you to talk, Chris. Hold on.
This is what I do, brother.
And that's a word from your tribal chief.
Get out.
But
You still on that,
yeah,
man.
I mean, like
So
our
does it
bro-
take much for y'all to get there? Like,
it,
what's the disconnect?
I think it just depends on uh history, like with the things you've been through. Like I said,
Is
for
somebody
me,
talking? Yeah,
yeah,
Bishop.
me. You can't hear me?
Salt and pepper.
No.
What the fuck?
All right,
See,
all right, can you hear me?
could have been
Can you
me.
hear me? Wait, can you hear me?
It's
Oh
like
yeah, okay.
somebody
All
has to be
right, so how about
sacrificed.
Chris? Chris,
Hmm?
can she like talk? I want to see if she hears you.
How
Can you
about
hear me?
now?
I hear you, Chris. I can't
Okay.
hear anybody else.
They do.
Can you hear me?
You
Interesting.
can you hear
All
me?
right. So all three of y'all get out and come back in.
No. Who can she
Yo,
hear?
No,
yeah.
All
I
I
right,
don't
can't
know.
hear
I
Chris.
gotta get
nobody
out
but
of
So
here.
they
Chris.
keep updating
Madavi
something.
says she can hear everybody.
That's weird though.
Yeah, I don't know, it might be her.
Oh yeah.
It's Speaky
All
and
right.
Woozy.
What kind of phone do you have?
iPhone.
A
Madavi
cricket.
said she can hear everybody.
I was going to say it might be a straight talk phone or something, but it's all good.
Nah, don't do
No,
that.
sir. It is definitely an
Yeah.
Damn.
iPhone.
Damn.
Not too much on my
Yo, he
phone.
crazy.
I'm
So
just
is it me? Maybe I need to get out and come back.
Yeah,
Probably.
Chris, tell her to leave and come back in.
yeah. Leave and come back in.
Okay.
Sorry, y'all.
All right,
Hey,
it's all good. Yeah.
tech
Techni-
issues. I don't
Technical
know.
difficulties,
Yeah,
people.
but you
Sorry.
know what? Hey, we
You need
got
to
Yo,
Ken
man.
have
here.
Did
a
you say
technical difficulty sign
who
that we
said
can
I
she
put
might
up.
know,
have
right?
straight talk?
Huh? What'd you
Who
say,
said
Rob?
she might have straight talk?
Chris, stupid
Chris
ass.
has.
Oh my God.
No disrespect
Oh,
that lady like that.
Exactly.
oh my God.
Chris is crazy, bro.
All right. Uh-oh. She
I
froze
think
on
she
us.
frozen in time.
Yeah.
Somebody grabbed the time stone.
Good time.
All right, let's
Nah,
bring
it's a
we'll bring
harmless
Tiki back
joke.
in, and then once Miss J get it together, then we'll bring it back. We'll bring it back. All right, boom. The Oracle's back.
The Oracle.
The Oracle is back.
So
She got it.
before I ask my
I love
question,
you, Oracle.
I love you
All
too.
right, we'll put her on the stage.
So before I ask my question, I just got some follow-ups. Because I love the fact that men have an entirely different set of boundaries than women.
Oh,
Because
that
y'all
word.
real MVP. Y'all would never take from women the things that some men dish out and expect us to stay. And I feel like women need to learn from that because I know a lot of women that feel like they just gotta. I don't know why they feel like they gotta prove a point. Like we feel like we gotta go through struggle love and we gotta prove to men that we're gonna go through whatever. We're gonna be ride or die. Like I got one daughter that's gonna be a ride or die. I got one that's gonna cut you slap off, right? Like,
So
don't
she
I can
care.
can't
only
teach you
guess
how to
which
talk.
one is what.
I'm sure you can. But you know what I'm saying? Because she plays no games because she knows her worth. She knows her value. She put in the work. She did the shadow work, and she expects the same thing. She's like me. She expects reciprocity, and you're gonna give her what she gives you, or you're gonna move out the way, and somebody else going to do that. But I love the fact that y'all men have a different set of boundaries because that made me look at things differently. And I think it was Dice that said something about men with money that move differently and like they really don't care because they don't have much to lose. I
Mm.
feel like that. I feel like that's true, but that's a dangerous game to play, especially when you're with a woman that cares nothing about your money. That's the quickest way to lose somebody. And I told y'all before, one of the first podcasts that I did with y'all, and I said men that lead with their pockets and then get mad and call women gold diggers. You know, it's crazy because I got one again, that's going one daughter that's going to take you for everything you offer her. The other one don't care nothing about, because she make her own money. She's more focused on your character, your integrity, your honesty, your drive, and how intentional you are more than your money. So men need to know that some women don't care nothing about your money.
That's a fact.
So,
All
but
right.
so this is my question though.
Okay.
Oh
I was
wait,
about
you
to
want
say,
to say?
can we bring Miss J back just so she can kind of finish saying what she was saying, and
Yeah,
then we can
and not too much on her phone, Chris. Not too
Yeah.
much on her phone.
All right. Here we go.
My bad.
Straight talk.
Don't let the Oracle test your gangster.
All right, Miss J, can you hear us now?
Yeah, it's crazy because when I was just backstage, I can hear all of y'all. The audio changed as soon as y'all brought me up. I don't think I'm gonna be able to hear everybody.
Can you hear me?
That is
I hear you.
interesting.
Can
Can you hear me?
I can't hear anybody else.
Wow.
Damn.
So I don't know
Okay.
what's going on. Maybe it's my phone.
Who
The
can
internet is
see?
not
I
letting us
think
be great.
How to change it.
I think it's something with the audio because, like I said, earlier, like I can hear everybody, but I can barely hear you all. So a lot of times you'll see me like this because I'm trying to, you
So
know.
Rob, you
StreamYard,
ain't got no
what's going
earbuds or
on?
nothing?
I just tried to put some more.
y'all
I
probably need
got
to
some
put me
headphones in
backstage
my
because I can't
car. I
hear
may run
anybody
to my
but
car
you,
and get
Chris.
them the next round of
Is there,
questions.
hold on. You wanted to
Okay,
you
she
had
said
something else
she
to
said
say,
she can
right?
hear better.
Well, see, the only thing I was asking was, like, what does it take for you all to? What does it take for you to actually value a woman? I mean, I hear everything. I hear the behaviors that you're giving when you say when he values you, this is what it'll look like. But what does it take for you to get to that point?
Peace.
That's
Yeah,
it.
pretty much.
Peace.
Like, just
When
be
you,
different. Just
who,
be, you know what I'm saying, unique.
who can she hear?
She can hear me.
Okay, Chris,
I
tell
can
her
hear you.
I said peace.
All right. So salt and pepper up top, right above you said peace. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna
Take your
say
hat
this
off.
anyway.
Shit.
I'm gonna say this though. I feel like, just be unique. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying be different than any other woman because we don't know how you are. But you know what I'm saying? If you carry traits differently than anybody else that he was with that was negative, then yes. That's all it could possibly take right there. You know what I'm saying? Just you being
Peace.
unique.
Peace.
And being
Um,
yourself because everybody else is trying to be somebody else.
Okay. I mean, I hear you. I hear
can,
you. But I
can,
also know me, and I also know
Hold up.
I am a little different from many.
Chris, tell her she moving like she don't believe us.
Rob said you're moving like you don't believe us. Well, Bishop.
Well, no, it's not that. I do believe you. I guess just from experience, and it could be just my selection of men.
can I
But from experience, I can only be who I am.
can I
I
say
can
something? Can I
only
answer that?
that's all I can be. Um, I do know I am
Oh no. Go ahead. I was
okay.
man at one of them.
I do know that I am a little different. I do know what I have to offer. But again, sometimes I know my value, but a lot of times they don't see my value. Um and I find myself sometimes overextending myself so you can see my value. But like I said, I just think that it's the selection of men on my part
Cause you,
and not
Yeah,
necessarily.
I'll
yeah,
keep my
because
comments
at
to
the end of the
myself.
day, you never know,
Hey,
you know what I'm saying, who's who, basically. So
She fine,
you
bro.
just have
Mhm.
to
Sorry.
you're gambling every single time. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
yeah, I feel what you see.
Mhm.
I'm just saying,
What's
bro.
funny? I
Like
want to laugh too.
she
no,
fine, bro. I don't care. You
I
can
can't
tell her.
hear him.
if she
Hmm?
can't tell her
The guy in the white shirt.
Yeah.
is it okay?
What dice?
No, because Punisher said something. That's why.
Oh, what you say, DX?
Well, I just said she was fine. And I was like,
Yeah,
somebody need
that's
to
what I'm
value
saying.
that.
Oh, so X said you fine as hell.
Oh, thank you.
It did he
Bro,
say that for?
quit
Yeah,
trying to hit on the guests.
I don't know what's
Hey,
being
hey,
said.
hey!
You gonna have to fill me in.
I call a spade a spade. All right.
Like, see how he throwing his hands up, right? He said
I
it.
call a
Okay.
spade a
Thank
spade.
you. Thank you.
All right. Chris, tell her we about to bring
Okay. Well,
Tiki back up.
where do we go from here?
Yeah.
All right, so we appreciate you for coming on, brother.
Wait. Hold on.
So I know we've been on here
Hold
for a
on.
minute.
My name is I'm
I
Chuck
do have more questions. I don't know how long we're gonna
LeBerry.
be up here, but you know,
Tell
I'm
her
gonna go
tell her
backstage, and then
to
if
look
we
for
have time, I
Jonathan
do have more questions.
on Facebook.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna bring Tiki back in, but yeah, if we got some time, then
Ask her, can I share her
Okay,
Facebook name
sounds
with
good.
Jonathan?
Thank you guys.
all right.
Well. All right, now that you can hear us, Miss J, we're gonna give.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I think
okay. I'll give Jonathan your.
Listen, I just call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
That you know.
Bro,
Say
we got eyes.
she's beautiful.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
We see.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Jonathan is one of those dudes we talking about.
All over his face from the
That's a
moment
fact.
she popped up on the screen.
Damn right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Like
I was like,
he couldn't
All
even
right,
hide it.
slow down.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
We gotta be professional here.
all right.
Ain't that right, Rob?
Calm down.
Yeah, I used to beg Rob to take me on his photo shoot back in the day. Hey, nah, man, I gotta be professional, man. I know you are, man.
You know how many people ask me to go to assist me on my photo shoots?
I know. I'm one of them.
I'll be like, nope.
Yeah. I just wanted to go a bit around.
I would have said, hell no.
All right, come on. All right. Tiki, next question. What you got?
I'm actually torn between two questions, but I'm gonna ask this one because I feel like I might have time to ask the other one. Okay. So my question is, why do some men teach their sons that being a player and going after as many women as possible is something to be proud of, instead of teaching them self-control, respect, and how to treat women? This is a multi-part question. And would you be okay with your daughter dating a man just like you? Why or why not? And do you think men's actions, or actually women, both men or women's actions, are shaping how their sons treat women and what their daughters will accept from men?
Well, the first one is because that man himself never grew up. You know what I'm saying? And no, I would not be okay with my son acting like me. I would not be okay with my daughter, if I had a daughter, dating somebody.
Why is that, Chris?
You know what I'm saying who I used to be like. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I used to be like that back in the
day. I thought
day.
you was finally admitting that you're a piece of shit.
Nah, salt and pepper. And as far as, you know what I'm saying, your son and your daughter seeing your behavior, yes, that can definitely shape how they grow up. Because they're around you more than anybody else growing up. So yeah, they're going to see that, and they're going to be like that, and they're going to think it's okay.
Yep. I mean, it's all about how you bring up the child and how you got brought up. Yeah. So I mean, you know, that's how you taught.
Yep.
It's about, you think it's about how you're brought up, because my oldest son's dad had the best father ever, and he turned out to be totally opposite of what his dad was. And then for me, like, I chose to be different than what my parents were, but my oldest son is the only one that has a child. He is the polar opposite type of father that his dad was. And he said to me, he's going to make sure that he gives his daughter everything that his father never gave him, and he wants to make sure that he mirrors the nurturing part that he got from me. So I mean, sometimes I feel like, yeah, it is learned behavior, but sometimes you can,
it's rebellion,
and it's very necessary to unlearn certain behaviors.
Yeah, so it's entirely possible to be different than your parents, you know what I'm saying? Because you got your environment out there too. And if you also shelter your kid too much, they're going to turn out different. 9 times out of 10, they're going to be different, and it's going to be for the worse.
Yep.
Well, what I think is the world has a way of,
Um,
working people a little different. So some people's experience within the world will change what they've seen inside of their home. Like if they were in a good home and all of that, but the world didn't play that same role, and the only way it worked for them is if they reacted or acted this particular type of way. I think that's how that situation ends up happening. Um,
Yeah.
but I agree with Chris
Influences.
100%. I don't
Yep.
I wouldn't want my child seeing anything like that. So me, each time the kids have something to say, I want to hear it. Hey, like I want to hear how you perceive that, so I can make those changes in an instant. I don't want to go off what I think I'm doing, and if I'm being the best father, no, I want to hear from the kids. I want to hear from the wife. I want to hear from the outside parties to make sure that I'm doing the job that I
I
actually
can
see
barely
in
hear
the
him.
world.
Yeah,
I
social
told
media plays a big part in that too, because now everything is on social media. You got people just walking around macking the girls and seeing all this stuff or whatever, and basically teaching kids how to do this type of stuff, or younger adults. You know, there's a lot of influence in social media, especially with the younger things. They see a lot of things on social media. It's like, oh, I can do that, and there you go.
Can I answer that?
Ease.
yes, Rob.
All right.
We
So,
can definitely
I
get
got
into
to hear
that.
this.
um, I okay. I was raised. I'm a preacher's kid, and so, and to my knowledge, my father wasn't my father wasn't a womanizer. Um, so I didn't learn how to be a hoe from him. I learned how to be a hoe from my friends, and um, like somebody said, your environment can play a part in you know. So I learned how to be a hoe from my friends. And then, but on the flip side of that, my son, I never told my son, uh, I never taught him that route or like say, hey, you have to get all these girls and this, that, and that. If anything, and by the grace of God, it just so happened to work out. If anything, uh, I told him focus on getting money. I said, get your money. I told him the women will come after that. Women come with money, but don't worry about the women. Get the focus on getting your money, make your money. Um, so I never, you know, when it comes to relationships, honestly, I think if anything, I try to tell my son not to make the mistake that I made. Uh, now my son is a grown man now; he makes his own decisions. I just know uh, what I taught him, what I told him, the things I kind of told him, not to do. We definitely had those conversations. Uh, as far as would I want my daughter to date somebody like me, single Rob? Hell no. Um, um, Committed relationship Rob? Yeah, he's a good dude. Single Rob,
You know what?
single Rob.
I respect that, man. I respect
Yeah.
that because
Yeah.
you being honest,
Yeah.
keeping it 100.
Mhm.
If I may, I don't have a son. I got a daughter. But if I did have a son, uh, I would want him to be better than I am or was. I'm kind of like Rob. Like I'm gonna teach my son how to go out and get his money. You know what I'm saying? And not for the reason why everybody else might be getting money, but to secure your future. So when it is
Right.
time for you to meet a good woman, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? You'll be able to not only to provide for yourself, but to provide for your woman.
Right.
I was partially raised by a woman from the old school Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? From the backwoods of Mississippi. So the things that I've learned are a little different from what some of the other fellas might have learned. You feel what I'm saying? So I got a lot of old school country values instilled in me at an early age. My father wasn't the best type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Uh, my stepfather, he never cheated on my mother, but he had us in pretty bad situations. So a lot of the stuff that I experienced, I became the opposite of that. You know what I'm saying? So I would teach and show my son these things that I've been through so he can be better than I was. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, I never was like the hoeing type. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted a lady. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted a girlfriend. I always wanted to get married. That was just me. You know what I'm saying? Um, I have a daughter. So when I want my daughter to be with somebody like me, yes. Yes. Like I try my hardest to show my daughter what a man should be. You know what I'm saying? I'm very protective over my child, physically, mentally, spiritually. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want my daughter comparing men to me, but I want the actions compared, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like my father,
Mhm.
protected me physically, protected me mentally, spiritually, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? Do I want my daughter to be with somebody that can help provide for her? Of course. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what, money wise. It's not all about that. But um, yes, yes. D- Find somebody that's like your daddy, because your daddy worked hard to make the people around him happy and feel safe and taken care of. You know what I mean? What was the third part of the question, Tiki? I'm sorry.
I think you answered.
Did I?
Yeah, I think you did
Oh,
answer.
okay, okay, okay.
You did answer, but it's just like I'm intrigued that well, the consensus is that men are pretty much taught to go after the money. And I wholeheartedly believe that because like my ex-husband was that way. Everything was about going out, making money, making money, making money. But then I think sometimes when you're so focused on the money, you can miss out on a lot. Like you can miss out on a
Yeah.
good woman because when
Yeah.
when that money becomes priority, and then you start slipping,
Neglecting
you
everything else.
start not
What's going on, sir?
calling, you if money is the priority, then like where do we as
Yeah.
women fit
But
in?
I
And
think it's
if that's your only motivation,
yeah.
and I get that if if you're with somebody, because like what Big Rob said, um, get the money and the women will come. But not all the women will be good for you and
That's
won't
a
be
fact.
good
That's a
women.
fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that
Yeah.
comes with a lot of
Yeah.
problems. You know what I'm
But
saying?
I think it's the reasoning behind getting the money.
Yeah.
Like for me, I would want my son to be able to have his own house before he hit 30, own some land. You know what I'm saying? Be financially stable for himself. So when he does meet a good woman, he's good.
Right.
No,
Mhm.
nobody want to struggle. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
No.
Right.
My whole me and Chris's whole childhood and teenage years was nothing but struggle. If I could keep my son out of that, I'm gonna teach him. Focus on getting your money. Make sure your credit good. You know what I'm saying? Your goal should be buying a house and owning some land before you hit 30.
Right.
Can
You
I?
know what I'm saying?
Can I?
And
Um.
not necessarily. And I hate to kind of go against you, Rob, but
No.
not necessarily for the women. It ain't about the for me. It ain't about the women. It's about having your own. So when you do meet a good girl, you're good. You don't have to
So let
struggle. You
me.
got money stacked. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go
No.
ahead.
Let me respond to that.
Yeah.
It was never. It's never when I said that. It's actually something 50 Cent said that I thought was hilarious, but I thought was very true. When I said that, my purpose, my purpose in saying, the thing about, you know, don't worry about the women because money come with it. Um, I was, my the reasons I told him to focus to mainly focus on the money is the same thing that you just said. I just didn't want I didn't want my son to struggle. I don't want any of my kids to struggle. I told my daughter before she had a baby the same thing. Like, focus on money. focus on making your money, you know, because unfortunately, we live in a world where, money is kind of most important. And
Cash
even
rules
if,
everything around me.
huh?
Cash rules everything around me.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And so, and it's not to say that you won't have any problems with money, because problems are problems. They come. They say more money, more problems. You're still gonna have problems, but you won't have the problems that I had. You won't have the problems that my parents had trying to raise me. You'll have a. I would like money, but I would love some money problems right now. I ain't got. I want money problems. I don't got money problems. I got struggling nigga problems. But you know what I'm saying? Like, um, I just wanted my son to be able to. I wanted my son to be able to take care of himself. And like you said, if he gets to the point to where he wants to get married and he wants to have a family, he's able to do that because he's focused on. He has spent the first few years focusing on his financial ability, and he's been smart with it. Hopefully, he's been smart with it, and so now he's at a place to where if he wants to get married and he wants to have kids, he doesn't have to worry about struggling, So it was never I was never telling him to get money so that he can get women. Um, but the fact of the matter is that women do come with the money. And it ain't, like you said, it ain't always good women. You know what I'm saying? But still, at the end of the day, what Jay-Z said, ain't no ugly millionaires. You, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
ain't no
that's
ugly
funny,
rich
but
niggas.
it's real.
Everybody who rich is cute to somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, so basically, yeah, I was just saying, if you had to choose between the two,
Yeah.
God first, get your money, and then everything else, you know what I'm saying, come after that. So,
Yeah. The
yeah.
the last time
Well,
me and Malachi was together, um, before we left the house, because we were going to GalaxyCon, and he was on the phone with Randy Orton, and he
Uh-huh.
was telling me the conversation, and I was like, "Yo, he telling you right." Randy was telling him save his money, buy a house. So this is the same thing I was saying. For if I had a son, the same conversation I had with Malachi. Um, buy some property, buy a house, pay. Stack your money, go buy a house, pay for it in full. You don't have to worry about a mortgage, nothing like that. So when you get to the point where either A, you can't do what you're doing, or you choose not to, financially, you're okay. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is probably the absolute most important thing for somebody his age doing what he does. You know what I'm saying? Same conversation you had with him, I had with him. You know what I'm saying? And
Conversation with
but
him every time I talk to him.
yeah, but I know for me,
We
man, he
all
look at
do.
me. Yeah, he
I
look at
Yeah,
me
think we
like,
all do.
yeah.
yeah,
Because
is
like
it?
at the end of the day, like I really want to see him be successful. Well, he is successful, right? But I also don't want to see so much pressure
Yeah.
on him, you know what I'm saying, that he can't enjoy his craft anymore. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you see
Yeah.
her? You can see her.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, but so that's what I was say. Is that like, do y'all think that's putting a lot of pressure on them though, on your sons or daughters? Because I know a
Uh,
lot of people that even with their daughters, I know so many females that are afraid to have children or family because it's career first, it's career first, it's career first. My children were the
that
same
is.
way. They
Ooh,
were arguing about who's going to have a baby. I was
yeah,
like, hey, just wait until I'm 50. But they were arguing
yeah,
which one of them are going to have, because I don't think, except my oldest son, he's probably the only one that wants children that I know of right now.
yeah.
Um,
I just don't want
It's
my
what.
kids to struggle. That's it. At the end of the day,
Yeah,
I don't want them to. I don't think nobody here wants their kids to struggle. And
yeah,
so
hell no.
absolutely.
No, no, no.
that
Definitely not.
You know,
I
that's
think it,
that's really what it is for me.
yeah,
That's all. I just
yeah,
don't want them struggling.
I mean, as far as the pressure,
I
though,
think
Also, but we also got to think
it-
about not just struggling financially. Like
Yeah,
you don't want them to struggle emotionally, and that's what I'm saying. Like putting too much pressure on our children is
yeah,
sometimes that's worse. Putting emotional stress on them than financial. You know what I mean?
yeah,
yeah, it just
sometimes parents can overparent,
yeah,
right?
it just depends on how you go about it,
My
how you go about
job,
the
my
conversation.
job as a parent is to teach my child how to make good decisions and live with the bad ones. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So, if she wanted to be a fucking manager at McDonald's and she's happy, I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Whatever makes her happy, as long as I do my job for her to make the best
Exactly.
decisions possible. So, and I know, there's no shot to her mother. Her mother is a very professional, what I'm saying, very like by the book, very, I hate to say the word bougie, but her mama bougie. You know what I'm saying? She tells my baby, I want you to be exceptional. I want you to be the best out there. That's a lot of pressure. And
Mhm.
she asked me, the other day, she was like, Daddy, do I gotta go to college? And I said, if that's what you want to do. I said, but you have to understand. Sometimes not getting a higher education can lead you to, you know, not having a certain amount of money. I said, but if you happy doing what you're doing, that's all that matters. But me
Yeah,
and her mother are kind of the opposite. I'm kind of like I'm like the wind. Her mama is like a rock. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, hey, I want you to be happy. That's all that matters in life.
Yeah.
it's
I
kind of
want you to
it's
be
kind of
happy.
a balance. It's like it's a gift and a curse. It's kind of
Yeah.
like a, you know what I'm saying, like trying to balance it out, because totally I get everything you saying, T. I get you know what I'm saying, like and I check I mentally try and check in on my son as much as possible. Like, yo, you good? Do you need a break? Do you need to rest? How how you feel mentally? How you feel physically? Every time I speak to him, but also at the same time, without no, it wouldn't be no Michael Jackson without no Joe Jackson. Wouldn't be no Serena Williams without no, you know,
Richie.
the pops. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
Well, hold on. Let me piggyback off what you're saying though.
that.
Look at how them kids turned out.
Okay, they're
Uh-uh.
not.
I'm
They're
just
not
saying.
struggling though.
I'm just saying.
Let me
No,
stop you there.
I
Uh-uh.
mean, they
I
kind of,
Hold on.
no,
Let me stop you there.
absolutely. Hold on,
If
absolutely
no,
no.
hold on. If you
Hold on, Chris. Hold on, I'm cooking right now. No disrespect to Michael Jackson
not really.
at all, but man, come on, man. His daddy messed him up. Serena. I don't
Yeah,
even know if that's Serena anymore.
but you gotta
You
man,
know what I'm
like
saying?
the
So
dad. Oh, the
King
parents.
Richard, King Richard.
I mean, but
That's
you
all
got to
I'm saying.
remember though, the parents did their job by getting them to where they are. You know what I'm
But
saying?
Mhm.
Now, as
at
far as
what cost?
hold on. As far as the decisions they made later on in life, you know what I'm saying? That's on them. Like, come on, like they in
Yeah.
a like
But
Serena
it's a
Williams.
trickle down effect, though, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
It
Like,
starts with your parents. It starts with how you grew up and how you was raised in your environment as a child. That shit trickles down. You feel what I'm saying? So yes, we all make our own decisions as a grown up, but there is a seed that was planted as a child as to why you make the decisions as a grown up. I
That's
love
why I
Michael
say it's a
Jackson.
gift and a curse, bro.
Yes,
It's a
But
gift
yes.
and a
but
curse. It got to be
It's a
some type
lot
of
of
balance,
but
and
Chris,
sometimes it's hard
do
to find.
but Chris, this is okay. So to your statement where you said it's the parents that got them there. Is it really the parents that got them there, or is it the child that sacrificed and put in the work? Because I can honestly say I drove, paid tuition, and all of that stuff when it came to my daughter doing gymnastics. She did the work. I did what I, as a parent, that God entrusted me to do when He gave me these children. Like, we don't get accolades for doing the stuff that we do for our children because we brought them into this world
you pave
and
the
Right.
we
way,
are
they have to walk
responsible
the
for
way.
them.
all right,
So
yeah.
she did the work. And I
Mhm.
tell people that all the time. You're like, oh my gosh, you did it such a. I didn't do anything. I did what I was supposed to do as a parent. She put in the work. Even right now, as a wrestler, she puts in the work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm just the support person.
yeah, so when it came to like, Joe Jackson or whatever, I would say it's both. Because number one, think about it, right? When they started singing, you know what I'm saying? If Joe never made the moves that he made to get them to where they at, to the labels and everything, they would have just been singing, you know what I'm saying? Until they gotten older to go out here and try to make their own moves. You know what I'm saying? So he basically jump started.
Right.
Let's
They
not
paved,
glide over all the ass whooping.
listen, they paved the way to do whatever you need to do. If they didn't open up certain doors, they wouldn't get where
took
you
how
need
it
to
was
go.
like when he passed away.
Hold on though, but what I'm saying
It
is
took
though,
that long for the black to be beat off his ass.
you didn't even let me finish though.
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
I was going to say, and then the second part of them sacrificing, after they got to where they needed to be, that's when the sacrifice came. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we hold on. We moving off the thing here. So let's bring Miss Madavi back up and take another question.
I swear to God, man.
Thank you.
Parents start talking about their kids, it turn into something else.
Yeah, we be going. Yeah.
Turn into something else.
Yeah, man. Miss Madavi, you with us?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Oh, she outside now.
Yeah, I'm outside now.
All right, so let me ask you this question. Can you hear?
Hold on, Chris.
No, I know I'm just
Yes, I can hear everyone.
All right.
All right. So my question is, why do some men continue pursuing multiple women while asking one woman to remain committed to them?
Let me tell you what it is. I'll tell you. I'll keep it real with you.
I never did that shit.
When it comes to guys pursuing multiple women, right? Most of the time, it's just about, you know what I'm saying, tapping the cheeks and all that. But then when it comes to a guy asking a woman to remain loyal, 9 times out of 10, if a woman steps out, if he's afraid that she might step out and meet somebody that can do more for her, and she might be more attracted to them than who she's with. That's why.
Rob?
I can't answer this. I've never done it. I would just assume it's just an ego thing. I know men are real big on ego, so a lot of times, sometimes they just want to. I don't know. It don't make no logical sense to me, but I think that's just an ego thing.
Yeah, because
for
think about
a guy
it.
that keeps that.
How many cases have you seen where a man, you know what I'm saying, steps out on his woman, or it's not even with the woman? When she gets into another relationship with a guy, here he comes out of nowhere. Oh, yo, why you fucking with my chick or whatever? Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? You're not talking to her. Are you afraid that this might treat her better than you did? You know what I mean? That's what I conclude from it.
All right, well, that's a tough one because I've never been in that situation. I think trying to go after multiple women is way too much energy, and it's not something that I'm interested in. But if I had to take a stab at it, that's not a man. That is a boy acting like a man. I need ladies to understand there's a difference between a man and a boy that masquerades as a man. You know what I'm saying? A real man not gonna do that. I'm sorry. Like but like Rob said, it's an ego thing. It's about their ego. You know what I mean? I'm guessing. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I've never had a want to do no shit like that. If I want one, I'm going after one. You know what I'm saying? I'm lazy. I'm not trying to put a whole bunch of energy into multiples. You know what I mean? That's crazy to me. Now, talking and dating is different, right?
Absolutely.
But once you say, "All right, you my lady, I'm your dude, I'm your man," then that should be that. You know what I'm saying? That's fact. Yeah. I don't know where Dice went to, but he rolled up out of here.
He's taking care of the family.
I want to go.
Jonathan,
take it down real quick.
Yeah, I mean, But I mean, basically, I agree with you guys, and I do agree with Rob too. It has a lot to do with ego, but like, yeah, it's I for me myself, it's too much. It's too much to be trying to entertain uh
Yeah.
all these girls at one time and then try to do that and stuff like that. I usually, if I find one girl, dating's a whole different thing, but if I find one girl, that's my main thing. And I mean, most of the times it dudes too, as I have had an experience or whatever, like certain things happen in a relationship and it's just like it's hard to let that person go and just be like, oh yeah, like I need to let it go, but it's just like you're not happy at all. And some dudes just keep it around and it's like, why are you doing that? Why are you hurting them? And it's hard. But
Sickening.
yeah, you definitely need to just cut the tides. If you're not happy, cut the tides and do what you need to do. But that's most of the time why they do it, because they're unhappy or they just want to feed their ego and just be like, oh yeah, I got this and this and this, and I
But
look good.
once again, that is not man mentality. That is a little boy's mentality. There's immaturity. You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying? That is a
That is true.
boy
I'm
dressed
not.
like a man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not discrediting you. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
I'm gonna always stand on that, man. I take pride in you
Who's
know,
echoing?
yeah,
Yo,
somebody echoing.
what in the world?
Hold on. I think that might be Madonna.
No,
Your
Dice is
mic sound
muted.
crazy.
Oh, somebody connected to Skynet?
All right. I think it was the echo like from the
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
I know what you mean.
So Madavi, I put you on mute real quick, but let me just finish saying this. Yeah, ladies, and I've always said this. I've said this to my coworkers, our former co-host. It is a lot of boys that's dressed like men, and they will fool you. You know what I'm saying? Me, the brothers on this panel, and the brothers that I call my brothers, we pride ourselves on being grown ass men. Now, sometimes we lose.
That's facts.
Sometimes we lose. You know what I'm saying?
That's
A lot
facts.
of times we win because we do it the right way.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna land it right there. And I'm gonna
Mhm.
unmute Miss Madavi. Hold on. Pink. Nope, not unmuting. Not unmuting. Madavi, I think we might have lost you. All right, so let's bring
Nadavi, come in, Nadavi.
All right, let's bring Miss J back up. Bing bong. There we go.
Bong bong.
All right, can you hear us?
Hey.
All right, all right. What you
You look
got?
Okay.
years.
So far I can. I hear you. Who was that, Chris?
Yeah.
I hear
Yeah,
you,
with the,
Chris.
with the old lady dog.
Anyway, motherfucker.
Okay. I don't know. I got out and got back in when it was closer to me coming back up. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna go ahead and go forward with my question. If a woman repeatedly tells a man that something he's doing is hurting her and he continues doing it, does he really not understand, or has he simply decided her feelings aren't enough for him to change?
Well, honestly, there's no excuse for that because if it's something that, she feels that he's doing that's hurting her and he's continuing to do it, no.
That
There's
means
no
he don't give a damn.
he don't give
I
a
hear,
damn.
okay, I hear Punisher.
He
Mm,
don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I'm telling
he
you.
definitely don't give a damn.
Okay.
He don't give a damn about her feelings. He don't give a damn about anything that's gonna happen
Okay.
with her, and that's
Is he
plain.
even is he even trying?
Mhm. So that goes back to the first question. He doesn't value her enough to even consider her feelings.
Yeah, he's definitely giving
Yep.
you his hairy balls to kiss. I'm telling you. He
Yeah,
don't care.
Oh,
Yep.
yep. He don't
okay.
Balls
care, and
hurts.
yeah, that definitely there's no consideration. There's no type of feeling with it. There's just you're there to fill a need or a desire, and that's about it.
Yeah.
and that's a very very hard thing to go through. Definitely.
And sometimes they'll flip it back on you, especially the ones with the money. You know what I'm saying? Like if you sitting here complaining, saying that they doing this and they doing that you disapprove of. Well, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna blame it on the money when it comes to you. You know what I'm saying? Well, you must be here because you want the money. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I've seen situations like that before. So yeah,
Okay.
Oh,
I
what was the
appreciate
question?
it.
yeah, no
Well,
problem.
Bishop,
She
were you
can't.
saying anything?
Yeah, dang, she can't hear me, man.
What you want me to tell him?
Oh, ask her what the question was again. I'm sorry.
He wants to know what was the question again.
Oh, so if a woman is telling a man that something he's doing is hurting her, and he continues to do it, does he really not understand why she's feeling the way she feels, or does he simply just not care about her
Oh, he don't
feelings?
care. He don't care. Chris, tell her I said he don't care.
He said that man does not give a fuck.
I did not say that. Say it the way I said it.
Plain and simple.
Right?
Say
He
it. Say
said,
it the way
nah,
I said it.
professionally, he said he doesn't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think all of us here share that same sentiment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He don't
Okay.
care.
All right. I
Excuse me for
appreciate
Chris,
it,
please.
guys.
Yeah.
Pardon Chris.
Yeah. We found him on the
Oh,
road and
If
we
you have
just
some
Chris,
caught
holy water, throw it on him. Something,
Funny.
him.
'cause I
Yeah,
swear
they
this
got
man will burst into flames if we let him.
Yeah. My mother
I
adopted him,
appreciate it. Be yourself,
anyway.
Chris. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right, no
Welcome.
problem.
Peace, peace, peace. All right, Tiggy. Let's bring it back up. Let me see. Here we go. And it's not working.
This has been good so far.
Jonathan, did you see my
Questions
text
have
message?
been very valid.
Yes, I seen your text messages.
Okay.
Him, Gordon.
Hey, Commissioner. Him
Yeah,
going.
man.
All right, I'm gonna take dice off because I see little man just walking around. All right, here we go. All right.
I'm trying to figure out which one of these two questions I should ask, but I'm gonna ask this one.
All right.
When you're emotionally struggling, what makes you feel safe enough to open up to your partner, and what makes you shut down?
Ooh, okay. What makes you safe enough to open up? It just depends on, you know, your partner really. You know what I'm saying? Like if they're basically adding on to your stress and all that, then yeah, you're gonna shut down. You're not gonna say nothing. Only because you might say something you might regret. But then if they come at you, you know what I'm saying, in a gentle way, like nurturing, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, everything all right? Is there anything you want me to do? Blah, blah, blah. Then yeah, you'll appreciate them a lot more to open up to them. You know what I'm saying?
Um, if I can answer, I know for me,
Very well.
this is just for me. I don't like if I feel like I can talk to you and share how I feel without you yelling at me, we could. Second, the second, if I feel like if I feel like talking to you is going to result in you downplaying how I feel, starting an argument, criticizing, like we just can't talk. You don't have to agree. You
Mm-mm.
know, you can disagree, or you can state how you feel. But if I feel like it's going to turn to a shouting match, or it's going to turn into us talking down to each other, or cursing each other out or something like that, I keep it to myself.
Yeah.
That's the
It's
best way. Can or do you keep it to yourself, or do you wait until you're calm and then we can come back and revisit the conversation later on? Because these may be things that need to be addressed. So there's a lot of times where I feel like some men will shut down and then we never resolve the conflict. So we got to
I'm
get to a
cool.
point where we can say, hey, I'm not in this space right now to answer this without this blowing up. So can we revisit this?
Yes.
um, I would prefer that. I would prefer being told that versus because if, if I come to you about a concern or I'm emotionally struggling, if I come to you about how I'm emotionally struggling and we can't talk about it like two mature adults, then in my head, I'm saying this is the last time I'm coming to you about anything that I'm feeling. Like I'm very me personally, I'm very I don't like being transparent. I don't like or rather I don't like sharing my inner emotions with people. Because I feel like most of the time people don't really care anyway. You know what I'm saying? So or they're just being nosy or you know, so I'm very I have to feel comfortable talking to you. I have to feel like I can talk to and there's people that I feel like I can talk to, like I can tell anything to or whatever. But I have to feel like I have to feel comfortable. I have to feel like okay, I can tell this person this and we're not it's not going to turn into an argument. We can have a mature conversation about it, even if he doesn't agree with me. We can have a
Mhm.
mature conversation about it without yelling, without screaming, without cussing each other out, without fussing. But
Hmm.
if at any given time, I feel like if it's a topic or something like that, and I feel like that could be the end result, I'm not going to say no.
Oh yeah.
Because you feel like it's going to be the end result doesn't mean that it will. So you can't go
That's
based
true.
off your feelings because of now that may have been the end result in a previous relationship. So then you got to know your triggers, and then you can't make your new
Yeah,
partner.
you are 100%. You
Yeah,
are
you can't make your
100% correct.
new partner responsible for things that happened in your past. So then if you still have triggers, then you're probably not ready for a relationship. Like
Mhm.
you got to do the inner work, you got to heal before you bleed on your next partner. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
You
definitely
are.
And
true.
as women, we expect our men to take the lead and say, hey, this is not the time. Like you don't have to wait on us to say that, but it's just, hey, right now is not the time, and let's do this when both of us are a little bit more emotionally stable,
You,
or
yeah.
whatever.
No, you're correct. You are 100% correct. But
I can agree with
because
that.
but once I do that, so once I say, okay, I'm going to share how I feel about you. So let's say, like, to take what you said for example. Let's say, yeah, I still have some hangups from a past relationship, but I say, okay, I'm gonna put that aside, and uh, I'm going to open up and I'm going to express this. And it might be the second you show me that, or I see any signs of you doing that, I'll shut down immediately. So so it's not to say I may not treat everybody the same, but it's just like if you're in a if you're in a if you've been in I've said this before, if you're in an abusive relationship or you've been in an abusive relationship, and then you get to the point where you decide you're going to give another man, you're going to get into another relationship, and you're going to give another man another chance. If that man exhibits any uh any habits or something like if he raises his voice at you or flinches at you, you're going to be like, you know what? Nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Even if he doesn't fully commit, the second he looks like, oh, this nigga look like he might try and swing, or this nigga look like he might, you know what I'm saying? Um, you back up. So that's how I am emotionally.
It's a
You know
defense
what I'm saying?
mechanism. That's all it is. Defense mechanism.
See,
You know?
for me,
Got it.
yeah, and you're right. It's a defense mechanism. But like for
Yeah,
me, if I
totally.
feel like that, then I'm holding myself accountable and I'm saying, hey, Tiki, you are not as ready for this relationship as you thought that you were. So go ahead and exit stage left or right. That way we're gonna
Yeah,
save both parties, because I my thing is I never want to end anything on bad terms. Like I'm friends with most of my
right.
exes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um, so I mean I get it. Um, so
son of
so
mine.
so my so my question, my question was like, what can we as women do to make you feel safe enough? Like I
Mm,
know a lot of women don't even understand that they need to create a safe space for their men. That's a
Mhm.
big thing that I think
Yep.
is missing. And I'm a
yeah.
woman and I will tell you that's
Mm.
missing.
Yep.
Women feel like men need to be their safe space, but don't feel like they need to create a safe space for their men. Like I'm big on creating a safe space
Yeah.
for my
Uh,
man.
I have an
Yeah.
answer for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you feel like you're walking on eggshells all the time, you ain't gonna say
Exactly.
yeah.
Yep. Yep.
To answer Tiki's question, and hopefully this is like directly to the point, covers the whole thing. When we have an issue, comment, whatever it may be, and we come to you, besides, part of creating a safe space is not making it about you.
Mm.
I have ran into that problem a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, I used to be like Rob. And sometimes I'm still am. You know what I'm saying? If I come to you with a concern, I don't care what it is. If you make it about you, I'm not being validated.
Hmm.
Mm,
All I need you to do
Definitely.
is just listen.
Yep. Yep.
Listen. As hard as men are supposed to be, and we are, sometimes we soft as Play-Doh.
right.
If
Hmm.
we need that safe space to be heard,
Or we don't have the
to
time to be soft. We always and like literally
thank
men are always on.
yes,
You got to be the strong one.
yes,
You got to be
eh,
the rock. You got to be
yes,
whatever. And then it's like as soon as we show an emotion, it's like, oh, you soft.
You being a
It's like, what do
yeah.
you
bitch.
mean?
It's not
That
even
means
that.
that means you're not
Yeah.
with the
Right.
right woman, because
It's
a
not
real
even that.
woman will not look at you like that.
Yeah.
Real
Hmm.
Right.
women value that. Real
Hmm.
women crave that. That is what we look for.
Yes.
But when it's the people that shut down.
Yes.
Hmm.
Like I said, I used to be like Rob, and I'm still very similar. I need to be heard. I don't want to say, hey, we're not spending enough time, but then you make it about you and what you got going. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Now my concern is not validated. Now I feel like I'm being shut down. Now I don't
Right.
want to say nothing. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? And it might not be on purpose, but I think, and I'm just guessing, I feel like women tend to get a little bit more defensive than men because
Yeah.
women are way more competitive than men. But they're competitive with one another. But I think sometimes
Exactly.
that competitiveness trend comes over into relationships. So it's
Yeah.
just
I see
like,
that. Yeah, definitely.
you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but that's just how I feel. I feel like women tend to get a little bit
You're
more
absolutely
defensive
correct.
than men because of the competitive nature. Like
Yeah.
sometimes, I don't think women understand being a man is a tough job, especially being a man of color. We got it
Yes.
a little bit more. So when we want to come home and get away from everything that's outside of their door and give you what's on our minds, we need to feel validated. You know what I'm
Yeah.
Hmm.
saying? We need to feel like we don't want to hear, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that. I have to do. That's not what I'm saying. Like I validate how you feel when you tell me. I just need the same thing. Don't make
Hmm.
it about you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
When I come to you with something, it ain't about you. It's about me. I just need you to listen. And if you don't do so, then it's just like, what's the point?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So I wholeheartedly agree with what Rob was saying. You know what I'm saying? And knowing him for so long, me and him have had You know, pause when I say this, intimate conversations about stuff in his life. So I 100% know where he's coming from, and I understand him. You know what I'm saying? I get it.
Yep.
I think all men have been there. You know what I'm saying? But it's about, like Tiki said, it's about having the right woman in your life, and it's also about growing as a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I
Have
would
to
hate.
know
I'm gonna leave it
when you
there.
have, you also have to know when you have the right woman
Yes.
in your life, because sometimes you push those women away. Again, it could be triggers. And like I said, like it's like for me, I tell people ask me questions about y'all all the time. And I'm like, yeah, I've
Yeah.
never met any, well, the only person I ever met in person is Big Rob. Um, but like the rest of y'all, like I've never met in person. But you know how this is one of the things that me and some of my people discuss. It's just like you say, you can tell when a woman is being loved right because of, and it's the same thing with all of y'all. Like we can tell that y'all are like stand-up men.
Except for
You know what I'm
Chris.
saying? Yeah. And like I you
You
said except what? Wait, did you say except for Chris? I
Yeah.
missed that part.
I'm just
No.
messing with
yeah.
And like I said, I've seen the
you. Yeah.
growth in Chris in the
Yeah.
in like a short amount of time. Um and it's crazy because I can even say since I met Big Rob, I've seen a change in him. Like I met you how long ago? Maybe like what was it? 2 years ago? Maybe a year? No, it's been about
Only a
maybe
year
2 years.
ago. Was it Malachi's 21st birthday when I actually met you in person?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So like even like having conversations and hearing like stuff like he's very like you say he's very honest about who he used to be and all that kind of stuff there. But like watching the stuff that he's doing now and seeing the growth and like he's a totally different man than than the man that I met a year and a half ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean that's good. Like I pay attention to stuff like that. Like Jonathan, I
Yeah.
don't really know him, but he just has seemed to be he is who he is, and he's just a stand-up guy. He has been that since the day I saw him on here. That's just seemed like to me, that's just who he is. He's always been that person, and you know what I'm saying?
Don't make me
Y'all
cry,
are
Tiki.
really a bunch of
You
great
know what?
y'all a bunch of
Yeah.
great guys. I have
I
to
mean,
give y'all
yeah,
flowers.
since we give it our flowers, I mean, Chris is my brother. All right, like he's actually my brother. We came out the same womb. I bust Chris balls all the time, but that's just who we are as a family. We crack on each other nonstop. But my brother know I love him. He's a stand up dude. I would trust him with everything I got. Jonathan, I met Jonathan through former co-host. I don't fool with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody come like for some reason I gravitate towards certain type of individuals. And Jonathan's is one of those dudes that man, we gravitated towards one another because we similar. You know what I'm saying? He's like the Puerto
Mhm.
Rican me. You know what I mean? So he's a good dude, man. He's a good dude. Rob, I've known for what about 15 years, Rob? Something like that, maybe a little longer.
Yeah.
Bro, same thing with Rob, man. Like, and I will agree with you, Tiki. Like, I've definitely seen the growth with this dude, man. Like, and that's why I look at him the way I look at him. You know what I'm saying? And I know I mess with him about being older and stuff like that, but like I consider Rob like my big brother. You know what I'm saying? I've learned a lot from this man. You know what I'm saying? Despite the things he may or may have not done in his life, like to me, you can't tell me no different about this man. You know what I'm saying? Like he will forever and always be the big homie, my big brother. You know what I'm saying? The OG. You know what I mean? He allowed me to be in his son's life. You know what I mean? That's an honor. I got dubbed Uncle Rob. You know what I'm saying? So that's an honor to me. And I
Mm.
watched his son grow up from
From
the
helping
big
you
head,
sell cakes.
yeah, helping me sell cheesecakes, the little big headed kid to grown man, whom
You still
everybody
owe
in
us a
the
cheesecake, man.
Yeah. To this grown man that man has done some phenomenal things and everybody loves him in this world, man. And I definitely feel blessed to know these two brothers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, I've been around Rob a million times. Dice, Dice is Dice. Like, Dice is like smooth criminal. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude is like Plato. You know what I mean? And I'm attracted to, and I'm not saying attracted in a that kind of way, but I gravitate towards
We know.
intelligence. You know what I'm saying?
We
Like
know.
the
Big
brother
pause. Got it.
is yeah. Because man, you know people out there to be like, oh man, that nigga says some gay shit.
I mean, come on, man. People know what you mean.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I usually gravitate towards people who have the same interests but intelligence as well. You know what I'm saying?
That's fact.
I've never been around Dice. I've never been around Jonathan. You know what I'm saying? But you wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? Because we flow, man. We
bros.
I look at these dudes like brothers now. You know what I'm You know what I'm saying? And I got their backs. They already know. If they need anything, Rob know that. You know what I'm saying? We had this conversation. Anybody mess with the baby or the young man,
What?
Rob know what I'm holding. You know what I'm saying?
Did you just call him a baby? Did you call him a baby?
I'm talking about his daughter.
We was about to fight.
Yeah, he already know, bro. Look, Rob, I'm in Miami. Such and such happy with my baby girl. I'm on the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the way.
Know it.
Yeah. So
I love that.
Do y'all communicate what you need from the other? Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah. Because my thing is, if I'm putting in the work to make you happy, I need you to do the same.
Yep.
Shoot. And I'm simple. I don't need a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Let me come down here and do my little lives and play my games with our child and
I'm simple that too.
I don't need a lot. Yeah.
Yep. I don't need a lot either. I value our together time. Like I'll watch your movies. I'll listen to whatever gossip you got or whatever. You want to watch Marvel movies with me. You want to watch what me play video games or whatever. Or even if you just want to leave me alone, I'm simple.
I don't think women understand. Men are simple.
Yeah.
We are
understand.
Simple.
No, we understand. We understand. But wait, can somebody answer that question that just popped up?
Let's see. What is
that
the
right
thought
there?
process of men who is willing to risk 80% of relationship for 20%? What do you mean exactly? Break it down for me.
It means like the men that say that they have 80% of what they need from their woman, but they will go outside of their relationship.
Oh, the
Somebody
80-20
else
rule.
is offering that 20% that they feel like they're missing.
Okay. Home. If you feel like you're not getting 100%, then you don't need to be with that person.
Well, I was going to say, going back to earlier when I said if you feel like you're walking on eggshells, you can't talk to her anyway. So they might go out and just conversate with one of their homegirls. You know what I'm saying? The homegirl might tell them something that she's not telling them.
I'll say this too.
I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm just saying it happens.
No. You're right though. I'm gonna say this to piggyback off what you're saying. When women don't provide a safe space for a man, they will look for a safe space in other places.
Yep.
That's facts. Yep.
But we don't even have the conversation like, hey, this is what you're providing to me.
Yeah.
But it's not enough and I need X, Y, and Z from you. Like we don't have those conversations before we go and seek.
Oh yeah.
The other 15 or 20%.
We're gonna have that conversation.
There's conversations.
We're gonna have that conversation.
Is it being heard? And most of the time it's not being heard. But then when shoes on the other foot and they don't
because
I don't get it, they're like, oh, you're not paying attention or whatever. But when we reciprocate it and it doesn't happen, and we reciprocate it and it doesn't happen, and it's like How many times am I gonna explain myself?
No disrespect, but I'm not going to pretend that women don't, you know what I'm saying, talk to other guys at their job about you. Because it does happen.
You gonna get a warning. You gonna always get a warning shot first with me.
Yeah.
You always gonna get a warning shot first.
Wow.
Yeah.
What does the warning shot look like?
However, I mean, it might be a conversation, but this is I live by this rule. You will always get a warning before I crash out. You will always get a warning. I will not just jump. You will not just find out I'm out here slutting hoes from Collins Avenue to freaking Bed-Stuy. You will not just wake up one day and find out. There's gonna be a conversation. And depending on how I feel in that conversation, I will let you know what's about to happen.
Is it not just easier to just leave when you get to that point? Is it not just easier to leave the relationship instead of?
Yeah, I mean, now, yeah. I wouldn't even cheat. I just bounce. At this point, I'm too old. I'm too old for the bullshit. I just be like, oh, you know what? All right, cool. So, yeah, I'll just leave. I'll leave. I'll just straight up bounce.
But are we having a conversation before we bounce, or when we come home? Are you
No. We're gonna have a conversation. And we might have it. We might have it like once or twice. We'll have a conversation. Hey, I feel like I'm not getting this, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then if it's not resolved, I'll say something again. Hey, listen, had the conversation once. I feel like I'm not getting this. And at this point, I'll tell you, like, if it continues going in this direction, then because I don't want to cheat, we'll have to go our separate ways or something.
I mean, I had a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the woman kept acting up. You know what I'm saying? So I left. But then later on, we talked. You know what I'm saying? And we both had mutual understanding. But then she started tripping again, so I left again. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, I was like, "Nah, I ain't going back."
Why did you go back, Chris?
No, not Chris that told us not to go back.
No, I'm saying though, like women will come back without having that. The difference is women or men will come back without having that conversation first. I had that conversation, and we both had a mutual understanding. You know what I'm saying? And she was fine for a while. Then she started tripping again, so I left again.
Yeah.
That's the only time I did that, though. I never went back to any other relationship.
It doesn't mean you don't give second chances and stuff like that. It could have been a minor, argument or something that's whatever, and got misconstrued or whatever, like there's times where we leave and it's just like, oh damn, like we left over stupid things and not a lot of things were left on the table. Okay. Like let's evaluate or whatever, because maybe we could just talk now that we're clear and whatever. That's why I value the whole thing we were saying before of like walking away, taking a breather, and coming back to it. And a lot of people don't do that. They want to settle it right then and there now, whatever. And it's like not all of us think of like stuff on the fly or whatever. And then that's when things get said that we don't want to be said or whatever, and we're just blurting it out. And then it's like, oh shit, what did I do? Like I just did this and whatever. Now it's leading to a whole nother place. But I mean, I me personally, I believe in second chances when there there is a point for it. Not all the time, but if there is a second chance to be had or whatever, and a good conversation is had and stuff like that, there is definitely second chances.
I'll leave you in the dark. Yeah. I'll take everything.
Hold on, Chris. Let me just kind of bounce off Jonathan here.
Gentlemen, it's about past my bedtime.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, we have been going.
2 hours.
Yeah, man. This has been a solid one. Yeah. But ladies, let me see. Bring you on the stage here. If you can hear us, Miss J is not with us. Miss Davy, I appreciate you if you can hear me. As usual, Tiki, We love you. Definitely appreciate you.
Yes. Thank you for your kind
Well,
words.
Ms. J, thank you for coming. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, perfect.
Ah,
Yeah, thank you for coming on, man. We definitely appreciate y'all and everybody watching. Man, salute to y'all. You mean, hey, we wouldn't be doing this and getting the views and everything, man, without y'all, man. So I'm glad y'all
we'll
like the
run
new
it back.
product. Yeah, yes, sir.
Run it back.
Shout out to Dice, man. I'm sorry you had to go, bro. Yeah, so once again, I need everybody to go to these two things and follow Rob if you have not followed him. Try to get Rob Booth on our media group page. Hopefully
Word.
one day soon. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but
Join it.
Yeah, nah,
whatever,
it's good.
you know what I'm saying? But
It's
yeah,
good.
man. We appreciate y'all ladies. We definitely gotta do this again.
Thank you.
You know what? I'm thinking we should combine the Tiki Talk in this, and then we could just kind of back it. Not a battle, but you know, everybody, the ladies ask their questions, and then the fellas, you know what I'm saying, answer, and then vice versa. So we could just kind of conglomerate.
And I'm gonna do a little self promotion real quick. Make sure you go follow World Rule Talk if you're in the movies.
Nobody watches movies, Chris.
Lord.
Do I have to get my subscriber count again?
Oh my God, man!
There
You
you
go. I got over 1,000 subscribers.
Lord. Shameless plug.
Yeah,
Well,
man. But,
all right, fellas. I
Rob,
All right,
appreciate it, man.
Rob.
Appreciate it,
Thank you
man.
for coming
appreciate
out. We
y'all.
appreciate it.
Let's do this again soon.
Thank you,
Yes,
guys.
sir.
Thank you, Tiki.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
See y'all
All right,
later.
y'all.
Appreciate you watching. Peace.
It's a man's philosophy, digging our psychology. Bishop and Dice with CB, we are prodigies. My brothers follow me as we ride solemnly, breaking down barriers, becoming an anomaly. We speaking differently, balancing the synergy. You think you know us? Nah, it's only the beginning, G. Keep it real for the fellas seeking logic. We'll teach you how to